Israel invades Jenin. 8 Palestinians were killed. On Monday, July 3, Israeli security forces began a fatal military assault in Jenin, occupied West Bank, killing at least 8 Palestinians, including 3 youngsters, and wounding 50 others. Israeli troops killed another Palestinian in Ramallah. The nocturnal military operation featured a vast deployment of Israeli forces, including intelligence, military, police, and border police officers, as well as elite special forces fully equipped with armored vehicles, snipers, missiles, and drones. The raid is said to involve about 1,000 soldiers and 150 armored vehicles. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, 5 people were murdered by gunshot wounds, while 3 more were killed by drone attacks. Many of the injured are in serious condition in nearby Palestinian hospitals' intensive care units. According to reports, hospital staff and medical professionals reported being obstructed by Israeli security troops while attempting to rescue the injured. According to Palestinian reports, Israel has conducted at least 10 drone strikes on Jenin since the operation began in the middle of the night. Israeli forces have surrounded and sieged the city from all sides while also conducting brutal raids and searches inside the refugee camp. Several Palestinians have been detained. The raid also resulted in significant property and infrastructure damage. Aside from Palestinian homes and residential buildings, public property was also damaged, including the well-known Freedom Theater building. Israeli forces also used live bullets on journalists to prevent them from reporting, causing damage to their equipment. Several major roadways and the city's refugee camp were also devastated. According to recent reports, Israeli authorities have turned off Jenin's electricity and water supply. Israeli forces claim to be conducting a focused and extensive counter-terrorism effort, and they have targeted a joint operations center used by the Jenin Brigades, a diverse group of Palestinian resistance fighters from various factions who have mobilized and armed themselves to defend the city and resist the increasing Israeli attacks and invasions. In response to the indiscriminate violence, Palestinian fighters opened fire on Israeli forces, resulting in a gun war. They also exploded multiple devices aimed at Israeli vehicles in an attempt to halt their progress into the city and refugee camp. Palestinians in Gaza organized protests to express their solidarity with the people of Jenin and to condemn Israel's violence, calling for responsibility and justice. The operation, according to the Palestinian Foreign Ministry, was a barbaric aggression against our people in Jenin and its camp. It was stated that Israeli soldiers intentionally attacked defenseless civilians, including ambulances, crews, and health centers, depriving them of treating the wounded, targeting mosques and homes, and destroying infrastructure. It also urged the international community to intervene quickly to put an end to the violence against Palestinians. The military intervention has been widely condemned around the world. The operations were described by UN human rights official Volker Turk as a major intensification of the use of weaponry more generally associated with the conduct of armed hostilities, rather than a law enforcement situation. He demanded that Israel urgently reset its policies and actions in the West Bank in line with international human rights standards, including protecting and respecting the right to life. Lynn Hastings, the UN humanitarian coordinator in Palestine, also raised concern over the scale of the Israeli operation. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation, Jordan, Egypt, and Qatar have all sharply condemned the military actions in Jenin and demanded that they cease. This year, Israeli soldiers have killed dozens of Palestinians and injured dozens more in similar military raids and operations across the West Bank. However, except for periodic declarations of concern and condemnation, the international community has taken no tangible measures or attempted to halt the raids and punish Israel for its human rights violations and war crimes. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel.